asalaamaaleykum mbokki seetaankat yi ak fu waay mu ci nekk di seetaan Eco TV the people choice ak Sweet Jagne naan Thiatou comme nu ma leen ko dee waxee rek Thiatou mu ngi nekk programme boo xam ne dafa jóg pour ndaw yi Gambien bi lu ma munti def ak fu waay mu ci mun a nekk di yëngatu di wane sa talent ñun dañoo def fekki la waxtaanaa yow jaay li nga def wala nga woon ñu yow soo waree jaay looy jaay nga jaay ko ñu seetaan ko Eco TV the people choice ak Sweet Jagne naan Thiatou la waaye balaa may gën a dem di bàyyi suma baay faal wala suma gan bi fi nekk nañ seet one music video boo xam ne moom moo ko def buñ fa jógatee ñu dellu si fii si Eco TV the people choice with Sweet Jagne.
Okay. Who they play? Me. Yeah. Match jam. Change. Okay. Now what did you play? I guess one.
I think we are sick and tired of men treating us like trash. Duñ ñu taka di ñu foyee suñ paree dem taka xale yu ndaw. Dem si soona. Dama xam ne ñu tamit we are managed material. Boo xam ne ñoo gis taka ñu teg ñu si këram duñu teraagal comme dama xam ne no ring no sex. No ring no sex. No ring no sex. No ring no sex. No ring no sex.
Should I go?
How far is it in that girl?
You go, you play go.
That girl now.
Yes.
My name is Martino. I don't promise a girl marry. Like I know go marry her.
Bad guy. You bad.
DX director.
Alright, gannaaw ñu seetaanee vidéo boobu noonu ñu dellu si ñëw si studio bi balaa ñu gën a puus comme ni ngeen ko gisee man suma boppam naa nuyu Baye Fall bi si biir kër bi wax asalaamaaleykum dalal nañ la si kër bi Eco TV.
Yeah, asalaamaaleykum China, asalaamaaleykum Gambia ak viewers yëpp, I'm right here in Eco TV, so bu leen laal remote bi,
mu ne bu leen laal remote bi Eco TV the people choice xam naa ne mix and blend dinañ jël olof ak laaka yëpp daal xam naa ne kuy laaka la comme man so dinañ waxtaan all part bu mu la demee rek comme mu ne ko waxee yow ay bro man what talking to me I know who you are, but I would like you to introduce your people for the viewers out there watching you right now.
Yeah, my name is Mohamed Sila. I am Sparklyn Black. I live in Keserin, and I do dancehall music, just somebody from the street, something very simple, nothing special.
Spark, the first question is what inspired you to name yourself Sparklyn Black?
I think I was inspired by myself, because I realized that everyone had a name before you were given a name. Because the name I bear was not given to be by myself, it was a name attached to me, either by my parents or whosoever. And I started to ask myself, so what was my name before this name? And then to find out my name, I had to get more into myself. And Sparkling Black means the vision, the solution to see things. Because if you look in your eyes, there's a mixture of black and white. But it's the black spot that you use to see the things around you. And that is Sparkling Black.
Yeah.
That's how it comes about.
That's where the name comes from, Sparkling Black. Something that spark all the time. We come no go. So that's why you put your name from. Come no go. We all have a name.
And the sea.
Yeah.
The eye spark and the sea.
Okay.
So it's just beyond the spark. It's the vision that see things.
Okay. That's where you got this beautiful name from. Alright, thank you so much for telling us that, because I have black, so I think I was black. So come on, go ahead. Lady, I think the other question is, you're more into the street from Nokohe.
Yeah.
So many things, Lord, it's all about the street.
Yeah.
Do you feel that are you a good influence to the street, the youths on the street, I mean?
Yeah. Well, I am, because I'm trying to cut crime. We're doing the prostitution campaign, alcohol campaign, gun campaign and all that. So we're not bringing guns in the street, we're taking them off the street.
Okay.
So, and if you listen to my songs, we're not encouraging violence or drug on the street. If you hear street begin to take it, that's enough you know, identification that the street is not the right spot for us.
Yeah.
But then, me being specialized on the street, it makes some people confused because now they don't really understand where am I. But I feel like there is nowhere in the world where the street has been mobilized. You know, the politician does not need us. The only time they need us is when they want us to steal ballot box for them or counter strike for them. You know, when they're talking about youth, they only go after the youth in the university, in the organizations, the youth that are already on the right track. So now, I used to be in the street and I'm still in the street, but I could have lost in the street, but that I did not. I managed to escape. So I think it's the right time for me to help others who's going to get stuck to escape too. That's why I remember I could have been in other areas, but then because there is no one representing them, I choose to do it.
And like you were just giving an answer, most of the time when people want to do something that is out of the lane, something like corruption or crime, they go to the streets to meet the people on the street. But you were there, and you feel, how do you come up with this idea that, okay, these people are using us, or they want to fool us, or we need to lie to them, you know, the tapu pone. And then them to a point, they hit us up again, and then you're trying to pull out the youth.
Well, you know, if you're on the street, then they understand that, okay, most of the high intelligent cubes in the country are actually at the street. Because there are amount of intelligence or capacity you have. And if you have a clear view of how things go, you will be definitely sidelined. Because you will not mix yourself with them, with these people in the office. Because everything in the office is fake and corruption. Everything in all the branches, you understand? So, but we are level corrupt people, drug dealers and crime committers. But then, if you go to the street, you realize that there are a lot of talent wasting because they don't see themselves within these people that have the means to change people. So they stop in their own corner. Because let's say, okay, everybody say, okay, need to direct compare in their league. But in real life, is there any league here? Understand? So you are offering me young Manjangalo school 12 years, and then the logo was education is the key of life. And then after me finishing that 12 years, I did not have the funds to further it. And then that 12 years actually could not even give me a job. And I was not taught a skill within that schooling premises so that if I leave, I could be independent. I was taught to become a laborer. You know, I was taught to become a labor force. Because so young you watch it, the only thing you can do is to work for people. And then you are a laborer. Understand? We were not taught to become entrepreneurs or self-made people. And they did not taught us how to make money in school. They did not taught us how to make electricity. They did not taught us how to make cars or other things. So all they taught us was a big fat cow, and then you know the horn, you know the legs, you know everything. You know mosquito and you know everything. And that is actually not benefiting us right now. And now they want us to go back to carpentry workshop and start there and learn maybe for another 6 years or 5 years or 10 years to become a carpenter. But they're forgetting that we have already done that. We have already wasted 12 years of our life, and then we were ready to achieve what we wasted. So what we're saying is, maybe they could just refund us our school fees, and then we will start with something. Because the school fees we paid for did not really help us. We only know how to speak English and write it, but it's not enough because people are speaking English without wasting 12 years of their time. So this is why the street has a different view with how the world is looking at it. And if the people does not want to save the world, then we will not be able to save ourselves. Because it's a collective work. You know?
Alright. That was a perfect answer that we expect from you. Like, we're gonna watch one music video from Sparklyn Black, and tell us what we continue with the man with the street, road street. Then we're gonna talk about the street with the youth. So let's watch the video and we'll be back by the Eco TV, the People's Choice with Sweet China on the chat. So.
Ah, okay, okay.
Who they play?
Now me, Match and Jam.
Change.
Okay. Now what did you play? I guess
I think we are sick and tired of men treating us like grass. Duñ ñu taka di ñu foye suñ paré dem taka xalé yu ndaw dem ci sona dama xam ne ñu tamit we are manage material ko fa ñu gis taka ñu tek ñu ci këram du ñu teragal ko dama xam ne no ring no sex no ring no sex no ring no sex no ring no sex no ring no sex.
Should I go?
How far is it?
Oh, they go
that
now.
girl?
You go, you play book.
That girl now.
Yes.
My name is Martino. I don't promise a girl marry. I realize I know go marry her.
DX director.
Boom yamba, boom yamba. Buka jox sa ndaw ne boom yamba, ne ko mu seeti meer bi boom yamba. Boom yamba, bul nangu mu nax la boom yamba, ne ko mu seeti paa bi buka nangu, bul neka egalam bi buka nangu. Buka nangu, bul neka side chick bi buka nangu. Buka nangu, bul neka secret love buka nangu. He buka nangu. Affaire bi nga tej go def si comme password make ko mu jafe ni comme US passport nangu mu available comme Cadiz fast food def ko mu réew ni comme ku win jackpot def ko mu réew ni comme ku win jackpot
Alright, gannaaw bu ñu paree si vidéo boobu rek ba léegi tey maanaam ko nu ma leen ko waxee borom the street president laa ko wax dañ ci toogal so the top 8 moo dafa nekk about the youth and the street. It should have been more interview why man ko interview more about what he's doing. So Spark wax nañ si loolu but you have a song boo def ko muy tudd ak ghetto. Nga ne jàkkati yaa sa si koñ bi. And that song is about like boy seen life ak ñu leen di xoolal anti-crime police yeeg yooyu ñu jël si leen. And song boobu noonu dafa nekk loo xam ne xam nga man nag formation boobu ñun dañ leen bokk ñu dee defal loo xam ne kontaan la di moment mu existé bi nga filé ko ñëpp a dee yëngal fu waaye mu ci nekk. What was the reason behind that song? It is that for me the yaa ñoo support si lu ñoo def ñuy nëbbatu den ñu nekk ay informant si biti ñu boole ñoom ñoo nekk am dara waaye wéy wala lan moo tax nga nekk song.
No, the song was more like I was just revealing what exactly happened in the street. And when you want to reveal exactly what happened, then definitely, you know, some people might see themselves offended, some might not see themselves offended. So, not actually the jacket as a but sometimes, you know, what people talk about. You know, if you Gambia buy a bottle or get a bottle, there is somebody selling around that. Either he's selling peanut, or something else. So me as a writer now to construct it properly, I have to, you know, take all these small things to be able to make it complete. You know, but it does not necessarily mean that exactly as a minimum was. Why hang out with me from the juge They go to very water and keep Papa will post more but maybe someone else is there. Is speaking the information. So watch me from the juge.
They love like a freestyle and live important to someone like they put the interviews.
Spirit didn't fit take call on you Oscar join me, I'm not going to Wiromba. Soulful soul and many informer. Utah, check on Arizona. Still didn't fit take a call on you living. Now with the time you buy a sweet bajangi, look at how you won't go fake. I was the BIG. If Batman would be like,
yeah, so nice and drop, and one person that I love it. So there is another song, but I'm going to continue my question. The one that I need Boom Yoga. Boom Yoga. It's controversial.
Big one.
Like between men and digging and going down. and yow Spark yaa ngi sport jigéen ci song.
Exactly, yeah.
Nekkuloo si wàllu koto yi
Because
song bi comme na koy start interview yaa ngi wax ne yaa ngi try to come help ñu nekk si prostitution ak yooyu te song is more of like prostitution because nga nekkaa ni kii ngeen di mu laa use for some reason and you definitely the street president yow yaa ngi wax lu nekk si yoon bi wala taal jigéen ñi def na seen groupe ñu ne ñoom dañ meeting noonu ba pare téye seen ay déglu di strike so what is it about that Boom Yomba and then you were behind the women's.
Yeah, because you know when you're talking about women now, the woman that goes the highest pressure is the one on the street.
Yeah.
And because I'm on the street, and most of them work from the homes, they get used and end up in the street.
Yeah.
So I'm not feeling that they normalize certain things you have. It's really not going to favor. Like people, then you told me. Be proud to be a side chick. I think that's not good. If you're proud to date somebody and you don't even want the public to know, that's not normal. So mange wa chepe na addi boom yo. You either be the main chick or no chick. Like because boy you do chick. Exactly. So it's up to the women now to understand that they have more value. We need them more than they need. So it's just a teaching, man. And then advantage you guys they go to when they're looking for job, you know. I mean, so the army, police, they don't have promotion because they refuse to donate their body to the boss. Understand? They could not have a job because they refuse to donate their body. So all these things, we have to find a way of getting rid of all these things. And then we really need to start taking this thing serious. You know, we have to take business for business and love for love. You know, and then from amu choice, like when them lolo mo paneka, so they just bear it because they think lolo red mo and then that's not their fault. I think that's the person introducing it. You know.
Yeah.
So that was the reason behind that song. Isa so make a young relationship then you stand up.
And it's a beautiful song with I'm not controversial, I'm not so much worth what I'm getting and you should be wise. Come a whole man go more and Munyo and you value, then what I get a value than what we're doing out there. Being a side chick is the last thing someone should do. The person and then mommy and Jabala and the end you've just been used. And it's like being a side chick of a married man or whoever, it's like not driving a government car. Anytime you got and I've been talk, no, I'm a So small question we will the next video is young device songs, young jokes, Spark like way back my niggas Sparklyn black man like money follow and you've been doing so much. Even nudity really extreme suit. Why the lady did a major project for you?
Yeah, a major project. Maybe everybody has the way he operates. I'm up to the message, you know. As long as the message is really going, that's my interest. Of course, I'll be launching my album very soon, not long. But then doing shows here and there is not really my interest. Because most of the time, shows is a great message, you know?
Yeah.
We only try to make money off poor people. So, I think it's very good to be doing shows and doing controversies, trying to get out there. But me, I think fame is expensive. And that's why I don't really push it. I push these songs more than my image. Because I'm a film, small image, you shouldn't get more songs. Then I'm a song.
Yeah.
Because I've seen friends who go through it. I've seen a lot of examples in your start. They just want to be popular. Understand?
Yeah.
And now they're popular. And you're popular and see no popular side is not paying your bills. And now you're not that guy who can be that waiter or that cleaner. You know, you deny about certain opportunities you have, you could have do it and earn money. But because fame is going to deny you all those things.
Yeah.
So you need limits about in a box behind. So making as a fame is not generating money. then you will change. Your message will change. Because industry, that imam be responsible. So, you didn't do as in industry music. 90% here, they are not godly people. Understand? So probably the package they have for you, it does not even work with your religion, or it does not work with what you believe in. So, lolo take my nyaka put songs before fear. Because when the songs sell and the image doesn't sell, then obviously that's good. Because when I do feel
Yeah.
So, and I enjoy that. Because it crowd, when you take and I love that. But then once the ST cannot do that, Jisul cannot do that, Attack cannot do that.
Yeah.
But are they having the amount of money needed to be able to cover that popularity? That is the question. And if the money is not coming enough, then bad people start to give you bad proposals with big money, and then you take it if you need the money. You know, and I don't really want to get into that trap. I don't want to change my philosophy. You know?
Okay. And like you said, never left iTunes, you have most of the money that artists needed. But you always have the classic video, clean ones and very expensive ones. Not all Sparklyn, then financial project, are you having any other job?
No, not really. I don't have a sponsor. And I don't have a specific job that I can say this is my specific job apart from music. But I able to finance them because I understand one thing. It's not about how hard you work. It's about how genuine you are. And if you can, you know, when people say Yala Kena, they can say it, but they're gonna really manifest it. Like, how can you manifest that God is one? You understand? You now be getting spiritual. So me, like everybody asks me this, how do you afford this cars? How do you afford this? And to be honest, when I look at this cup and I think I want it, I don't need money to buy it. Understand? And then I tell you I'll come and buy it. And I'll come and buy it. And money will come somehow, someway. And not legally. You know what I mean? But that is the mindset. Because mind will why? Would you able to chase that person that is telling you you cannot do it, you cannot have it? That is your problem. And then once you can chase that one away, then you can have it. But then the half vegan, never like anything poisonous. Like you don't eat people, what belongs to people, you don't thief, you don't lie. Then that energy will work for you. But not when you do everything. So people always ask me, my secret is that I don't know how I get money. I just think, oh, I'm going to be okay, 500, next week now again. So but next week, I'll either business move pop somewhere or something, and then I afford it. I swear, this is how I do it.
Okay. My disbelief the moment I give my mom, come $10, I'm arch. So now I believe. They said that very music video from Sparklyn Black. Eco TV, the people choices with giant and the chat, so there is what.
Warning to all the singers. Warning all the bad we say. Oh no. Michael now spin like a CD. My thing bigger than a BBC. I've been seen more than MTV. When me enter the club, DJ see me. Me now they tell like a VCD. I just reception gotta give me. They want me to sing like the Titanic. To me fight them out like the volcanic. My thing is the bigger than the signing. Ha! I me make them feel cramming. I me make them feel crying. My thing is the bigger than the signing. Me not lie, every girl I get mad, you know. We not the street, everything get blessed, you know. My thing I make them a cross, you know. Cause them a god right dog them back, you know. Hey! Warning to the petty DJs. And warning to all the singers. Warning all the rap beats. Oh no no. Warning. 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 Warning to the. You no need to take no permission, my thing big, every girl come from it. And the youth them down in the street, and the same youth them must sign it. And the elders approve my thing, so no bad man can come style me. And the thing just getting me out, so every youth man I got rally behind me. My thing in the bigger than the signing, ha, and we make them feel cramming. I mean make them for granny. My thing and make a lot of designing. Come in all lie, every girl I get mad, you know. We know the street, everything get blasted now. My thing I make them a crossing now. Cause them a guard break dog them back, you know.
Gannaaw vidéo bi dañoo continuer si mu doon wax pare wut Spark dañu bàyyi nga jeexal loolu nga wax.
Yeah, because one thing I want to say also, I have never eat 1 gram money from drug. I swear to God, I've never eat any money from drug. And sometimes people will even bring drugs to me.
Yeah.
Because they think that's what I do, you know.
Yeah,
like people will call, boy, I have this. I say, yeah, I don't even know who use this. You know, but this is just to make people understand that you don't really need to judge people like how they look. Because I cannot change my look like an imam, you know, where I have that just because I want them to trust me.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I just do me, and then the inner me is more important. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a beautiful one. Spark. The people choice Eco TV the chance to us with that. I've been with them as well. Then question is tell us a little about Street Degree.
Street Degree, yeah. Okay, Street Degree is a family organization team which we organize to able to sensitize the people on the street, you know, to make them understand that we can also be part of the nation building. Because and then the street that is on the street, we can also attract them and, you know, bring them back. You know, because we have so many people on the street that already lose their hope. And then the Street Degree is up for that. We're not after these university students, we're after the thieves, we're after the criminals, we're after the drug users, and we rehabilitate them. That's what we do, because we cannot just abandon them. And sometimes you can be a bad person, but because you're around so many good people, you start to change. I feel we never advise, it's just acknowledgement. So the purpose of Street Degree is to cut crime in the street and then try to get back people who lost it.
Okay, that's the purpose of the Street Degree. Belegi Spark yaa ngi nekk koo xam ne sa kaddu dafa taxaw si street bi and wax nga ko xuloo ko ñoo xam ne yàlla mi def ci suuf man ñu wax ma ko abari ne apart from comme la wax ni yaa ngi fa nekk to rehabilitate the kids street boys ou ñu nekk si street bi sisters ay ñëpp sa kaddu taxaw na si gaar yi.
Yeah, it's really making changes, you know, changes only making, because you cannot change people when you does not look like it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So when they advise me to change, people around me, they just look at me and they change. Because if you Street Degree, then they found a very robbery, a very understand, but once you come in, then they're going to worse. Because it's the opposite. You understand? Yeah. It's the opposite. So that's what it is. Okay.
Spark, young waffy is Sparklyn married?
No, not yet. But very soon. No, I'm not. Listen.
Mashallah, kon yàlla secret bi yàlla am yàlla ngay defal gars yi si test.
Suma ñaan tubaab suma xam la sax.
Mashallah. And Spark ba léegi yaa ngi wax ne waa dinañ am album from yow. Because xaar bi yàlla na. ñu bugg a Spark dañ bëri. ñu la dee support dañ bëri ñëpp ñu ngi soxla sa album.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, the moment I post about the little bit like the new interview of Spark, or few people more, and you know, last album can come. This album, we are not going to go on board. Come make no why you understand. When is this album coming up? This year or the next year or the year after? Or when?
The album is already recorded, so I don't have problem with recording it. It's already recorded. It's on tape. We're trying to see the best day and the best moment to release it.
Okay.
So when that time comes, and definitely we make a next year. So we will not make a next year, but the releasing will definitely be sooner.
So before yani amul benen video bu ma amon ma setan is about comme niki waxal loy dunda waxal loy def comme advice nit yi loy def yow comme bul wax nit ki ne ok bul nan sanga next video yow nga la dina setan a short video la setan mo the whole video. That's the beautiful concept lolu the bugal ñu waxtan ci song bi nga wax ñu loy wax fofu ak kan nga waxal
Yeah, that was actually another song. It was a short movie done by Babu Kamunda.
Okay.
Yeah, State of Mind. And then the meaning was just, it was trying to portray people who preach what they did not practice. And then it went viral. It was a good one with my brother Ahmed Sise. You know, because Ahmed Sise is free now.
Yeah, I saw him free.
Yeah.
So he's talking about like preach to people.
Yes, because like if I'm out there on the street and start telling these kids to stop stealing, and they know that I'm also stealing, it wouldn't really change.
No.
It was just gonna like kill away love.
Wow.
You know, so this was the whole concept. Like when you want to change people, you really has to change first. You know, it's different. You can be a normal person, normal citizen, and then that's normal. But when you want to take the lead, you know, there are some requirements you need to have. You cannot be a leader without those requirements. You know, that's why I'm different. You know, for me, I'm a living Quran. I live it. I don't really read it. I live it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't need to trick people. You know, then you honor Europe. You don't see club, you don't see bar, and you honor it. And then you will see. You will see that there's nothing wrong with going to the club. So next time I mind to club just to see how others live. Understand? I'm not going there to pick up girls or drink alcohol. Understand?
Yeah.
So I think the Imam even should be going to those places. In order Muhammad was a good Bible.
Do you know I don't go to clubs because the more believe so far they talk about boys in I'm more boys.
Yeah.
Then they are like soon after they say
Exactly.
and I don't attend clubs, come so whole life 2 times a
And then you are missing a lot because of that word. And then if you go there without listening to them, you might learn something that your kids will be safe.
I went there 2 weeks ago to come up with them jangat. While I'm of so man I was not happy with it. My head jiggle many man you smoke, drinking.
So they make it.
Yeah.
You'll be more chaos with your family.
And there was a particular guy who I really didn't know about. You can call the collagen from the floor because I'm a jahan. Come Rafferty and how she look. I have to call to make calls just to get her number and to talk to her. Is one of the come don't forget because don't find the 2 line. They not Sahara they also terribly fast.
I understand mission before Polana.
Yeah.
Nyene then them put gas and go. Nyene then them put enjoy and go. Nyene then them put enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. But they are all categorized in one list.
Don't mind the people.
Yeah.
Because you know this, if you really mind, for me it's about what your intention is. Because after all that means action will be judged according to intention. So me, I don't really care what they really talk about. But my purpose of being there, as long as it's genuine, that's it. Because sometimes the guy you are yelling, they will be there. Understand? So you know, they will always stop. Why you looking at important? Why you are going there? Because once they are managing to club, just because they don't feel the money important. Okay, so they take the music haram. Okay, I'm not going because of take the music haram. Then go for them. Because you avoid law. So for them, either anyway, go there.
Wow.
No, you can stay home. But soon they can even go them come for their help. We no advice that do be outside. For my yard and enjoy come to them jai and that is what's important. Why they not strong. You know them fufu. Never put jazz and go, but because of the influence around changed. So more than they don't even have to go there. Because when they are humble, because they just clock, then you want to go. So you saw them as soon to Caesar, more and you became a Caesar small.
Exactly. We just gonna have a lot of very quick music break. Then we are finalized to interview with Sparklyn Black, Eco TV the people choice with Sweet Janya the Chasu. Then set up the video in Jealous Wafi. One of video but we will play one and set and beat a million.
You see right now, Sparklyn Black. I speak from my heart, because the last thing a man could wish is to travel by a boat. I can hear when she cry. Yeah, I'm a young man, stepping in the journey of a strong man. Getting in the board with enough money. And it's possible we all are dead man. Strong man. Getting in the journey of a dead man. And it's not always to be a dead man. And it's possible we all are dead man. Strong man. Don't tell me visa that no depress me. Baby mother let me down, the evening stress me. But when mama hungry, that really stress me. Yeah, that alone just has stress me. Yes. Look how long, mama couldn't have a better life. Look how long, she could not live a better house. Look how long, she could not even drive a car. Look how long, yeah, thing I fit stop right now. Yeah, get me I forget right now. Mama sorry, me want you to smile right now. Maybe I may take a chance it right now. I'm a young man, stepping in the journey of a strong man. Getting in the board with enough money. And it's possible we all are dead man. Strong man. Getting in the journey of a dead man. And it's not always to be a dead man. And it's possible we all are dead man. Strong man. Daddy gone when things are getting tougher. Mama alone, I know she couldn't offer. In the street everything is getting rougher. We want a job and we couldn't get an offer. Now we thinking how to climb the ladder, one step to another one.
Alright, I'm Sparklyn. We're gonna move to see questions you know about the street. We're gonna focus more on the music. More on the young scene. So for example, we get a mamsa. Young music be like a decade ago. Actually, Galata Sparky City France be one level.
The entire industry. Yeah, there's definitely a big difference because fans in the don't be interest. You know, and that's a nice thing. And then artists in the grow beyond how they were. So that means even though we don't have an industry, but there are few people who are making industry out of it.
Yeah.
So I think there is success.
Okay. And look at your dance and young is next is of music one who took support songs. I'm the king of dance. It's a king, you know. Can you go to this king regularly up?
Listen, time to go and have just a go. We don't argue.
No,
because go, some like talk when I mind you, understand? So, people like musicians will always brag about how they feel great they are. But then to me, you have to leave that to the fans.
Okay,
to make you that king.
Yeah.
You know, why should they and you be a way the death of a king on the song? That not really makes you a king.
Okay.
And then what does it signify to become a king? Because it's not only how many people you put on the show. You know, it's also about the impact you do as a musician, your career. You cannot be a king when you have not not even the crown, because kings are meant to fight to get what they have. But what were you really fighting to have? Were you fighting for the masses or were you fighting for yourself? And we don't want a selfless king. We want kings that fight for the masses to get there. We don't want these kings that only want to drive nice cars for themselves. When the government have problem with the masses, they don't come out and speak because they want to protect their poor. When the people are in trouble, they don't come out. All they do is they come out when they have payments, and I think that money is blood. You cannot gather the people that has no job and then gather them somewhere and take their money, and then they love you, they give you support, bills, and when they have problems, you don't even talk them out to condemn. You know, that's hypocrisy. And if you have to be a king of this music, you have to fulfill the first mission. The masses, you really need to fight for the masses. Not gender 5 Sakomalo, then video 5 That's rubbish. You know? And I see artists doing that, you know. Because once you get when you have videos more than getting mad. No, that's the highest Yamada. I'm not feeling they were no more than doing it, the giant drop needed death ritual because of new Harris, new spending Harris, they have to disgrace you first. You know, you cannot just give people one bag of rice, which is not going to take them for a month. They will only and then you want to show them on camera, you know what I mean? That's rubbish. Lulu government more because mom alali mbolo bila ami. So the whole transfer. Why is alali mbolo? So for me, for God's sake, don't expose the people. It's not a good look because you and then that history is going to be there. At some point, someone helped our parents. Why is it on YouTube? We wouldn't like it. No. Imagine we were at Judom, and then that is on Facebook. And then Mama. And YouTube. So we have to, I probably be because these people are not going to change.
Okay. Sparklyn, there is an award today I'm seeing Gambian film. Small designs, what you go wrong, fake young focus on why it is necessary this with all these young phone president because considered the mom now when you Sparklyn president, why you never this award be?
Well, okay, but I don't know, maybe it's the voters. I don't know if it's the organizers because we get nominated and then we share it. So if we are not, because they recommend it, if they don't recommend you, that does not mean that your work is not good. That means maybe they did not acknowledge you. And it does not decrease me. Because I'm not really in for hours, and I think it's a good thing that there is a branch that is giving out hours. But then people have to respect them their decision. We have to respect it because we allow them to operate. Understand? We can counter it and say, okay, Kimo is in me, why you Kimo is in me. And the beautiful thing is, when I went to the award night, when they say my category, everybody in the hall was shouting my name. For me, that was the award for me.
Yeah.
It was not really, it didn't matter or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, come on, go ahead. Kumuna job, I mean, Goroma. As part of my beneficial money, sit down and music side. The list as new tanga. The heat come near to a high where you don't get you again. And you were part of this dancer, and you're part of the founder, whatever. What are you facing to you then you are?
Well, Fongalolo is happens to all genres of music. Because, okay, we have hip hop artists who also come. Tam 50 was some point, and G was there, but T Smalls was there. So I think it's not about the gender of music. I think there's a problem somewhere which we don't know.
Gambian from they help.
Lulu Fatani. Yeah. Or it could be your point you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Because we've seen people who also have beauty for 10 years guys in a spotlight. So maybe they're doing what they're supposed to do. It's one of the things that also destroy careers. Like you got it out, Tuki, but then so when they get the spotlight, they're not Tuki 1 year and you're gone. Yeah, because they are doing that, but you're not physically around. So Lola Hawa is a career. So, and then I think most of the artists you took in Road have been So, you can understand maybe they went to Europe, they perform and they come back. Once you have a career, well, I mean, it doesn't depend how you started. Because most of us, when we start music, 90% they don't really start to make it that big. Or going on and they can be that big. You just start and then they start growing. But then people like me, man, I think the reason why I'm not growing is because of me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. And definitely, if you don't do that, there will be something missing. But maybe after the album launching, because I don't believe in creating false energy just to get there. So, but we can do it.
Them to a point, nobody realizes supporters, music listener. Then to a point, then they was when you got Tamabi ball here, nothing to talk. but now when I'm feeling that they do so much of lyrics and verses and things now.
Definitely. Because so many shows they sing the songs with you. And then that's why it's very important to put good message on the song. You know, because sometimes we are married, we put out in the child and then they sponsoring their kids to go to school. So new kids are your niggas in fancy. So we really need to know what kind of music we're going to give them. You know, we don't have to give them music that is really going to affect their future. You know, and then if I sing a drop song, if you listen to it, it's not really encouraging. You know.
And then the word by just certainly, support like three people come you like a right now. Land of guy.
Yeah man, just stay focused. Album new to be more plus 220. Then you have your line plus 220. Understand? So this one is the first time in history.
Wow.
Get to history. Yeah man. Album would type like you put Gambia.
Mashallah, we plus 220. That's our country code. Gambian. Before the government are our sponsors, our country code. Sparklyn then by the freestyle Eco TV and the chat show. Balani di Barate. Balani Bamio San.
Tuyani amsa events di koja sa event ci cepeni ngay dem musulo ñew pour may mebira mané du li mo ma dof lo mo melni ko ncaaj li mo ma dof lo wala la tajay Eco TV li mo waral be police di massa Eco mané mebira fatay dafa nit no fly di go bay sa mo jaay di la tan pour merdi amna Eco yangi PJI Tycoon, Dimei iPhone, maybe the valid phone, no them at school, Salvi the valid sofa, 1 gigasa cooker, maybe the fasona, to get carrying a matter. Eco TV General was in Mercy.
Mashallah. Conspire. You know what I mean? Young Sierra. This voice is naturally good. So, what I did, anyway, comme nous l'avons dit, like nos sponsors signé pour le théâtre so bu mu nekk di Eco TV comme ni nga ko waxee ay ndaw fi nekk di liggéey sponsor ñooy tax ñu gën fee nekk ay ndaw def fee pour yóbbul maire si kër yi pour dundal am ñu ñoo defal na sponsor yi ñëw sponsor leen programme yi Eco TV the people choice ñu gën a dem ak yéen programme yi gën a ñëw the chat show la ak Sweet Diana comme ni ma leen ko di waxee suma blog suma boppam ngeen lool so I hopefully next week inshallah lañ ko fi am countryman Saras to maa ngi sign out ba beneen inshallah Sparklyn blog lañ fi amoon te ak Sweet Diana we are out there.
Gambia.